Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And we've done a number of videos discussing the drama between Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. The drama started with the Last Dance docuseries, right? It was shortly after that documentary came out that Scottie Pippen went on the Dan Patrick Show and essentially took some shots at his former teammate and Michael Jordan and his former head coach and Phil Jackson, even going to the point of calling Phil Jackson a racist because of the play that he drew up with Tony Kukoc at the end of the game. And for that, Scottie Pippen refused to go. So that's really where this thing really started to pick up a lot of headway. Since that point, Scottie Pippen has made it his mission to take a shot at Michael Jordan every single opportunity. And many people have said that the reason they felt as if Scottie Pippen was angry or was upset with Michael Jordan was because Jordan decided that he was going to put that, the game in which Scottie Pippen decided not to go return into the game after his head coach asked him to return to the game, that he decided to put that in the Last Dance documentary. That also the fact, I think, with his contract negotiation situation that he had with the Chicago Bulls at the time, he felt as if that those things added nothing to the Last Dance docuseries. However, later we found out that Scottie Pippen was remorseful about not apologizing to Michael Jordan's father. Apologizing to Michael Jordan when his father passed away. Now, for this to make sense, you have to follow the timelines, because when Jordan's father passed away, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan were teammates, which means that the Last Dance docuseries or documentary had not come out yet, which means that Scottie Pippen was upset at Michael Jordan years, or dare I say decades, before the Last Dance documentary came out. So when he came out and said that he was upset that he was being portrayed in a documentary this way, it really falls on deaf ears, and it makes you scratch your head and ask the question, well, what is this guy talking about? Now, some people out there will feel, he's making it up. When did Scottie Pippen say he was remorseful? So for those of you guys who missed Stephen A. Smith actually saying that was the last straw for him, and that was when Michael Jordan said, listen, I can't deal with this guy anymore. For those of you guys who missed when Stephen A. Smith went on ESPN First Take and said that, take a listen to Stephen A. Smith quickly here.
The most egregious part about this is what was written in the New York Post. Last comment. When Pippen said, quote, Pippen said, quote, I regret not giving my condolences to Michael Jordan at the passing of his father. His father passed away after the first three-peat. So you had year one without Michael Jordan, year two, you had the 3 years you were with him for the second three-peat to express your condolences. You never did it. Michael Jordan never even thought about that until he saw it.
Yeah.
And then he realized, wait a minute.
That was intentional.
You didn't give me condolences on purpose. I didn't even think about this. He's crossed the line. Him and Jordan, it's over.
So those were his comments. And today we stumbled upon an article that we got from marker.com. And basically, according to Charles Oakley, who was a former teammate of both Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, Charles Oakley has confirmed that this relationship is beyond repair, and he doesn't think they're ever going to speak again. So recently he spoke to Bill Simmons on The Ringer. All of you know who Bill Simmons is. So what we want to do, we want to play the conversation that he had with Bill Simmons, where he basically said that he doesn't think these guys are ever going to be able to reconcile. Take a listen to Charles Oakley here talking to Bill Simmons. Take a listen to that.
I think he feel like they didn't consider him more in the Last Dance. I think they did Dennis Rodman more than Scottie and Steve Kerr. But my thing to that is Curry did way more off the court than Scottie. Dennis probably have too. But on the court, Scottie did a lot more than both of them. But Scottie felt like he was left out a little. And he felt like Jordan would have such reign if it wasn't for him. And I asked Mike about, Scottie and Magic, which one. He said he would win more rings with Scottie because Scottie can do more than Magic.
Yeah.
And he always praised Scottie. And that was, talked down about him, but I don't know what happened since the Last Dance, It seemed like things just, I don't think he would, he probably said, okay, Scottie said the stuff about me, okay, I'm not going to send it, he's not going to send it back in the press, none of that, to try to go back to Scottie. He can just keep doing what he's doing, play golf, fish, and relax and watch, smoke cigars.
Well, it's tough because I love Scottie as a player. I mean, I thought
Scottie was great. He was like a LeBron James, but not as offensive man as LeBron.
Yeah, I thought he was the most underrated guy from your generation. And like a guy like Steve Kerr, who I really respect his opinion, and he said it was the best teammate he ever had. And that he was always about team. How can I help the
Michael
team?
Scottie.
He played here, Scottie. Like he's playing hurt, doing whatever it took to just try to keep winning titles. And Scottie probably felt like that wasn't reflected enough in the documentary, and then it dredges up all this other stuff that was in his head anyway, and now all of a sudden you're saying crazy stuff.
I think what hurt Scottie was some things he said would make other stuff to come out. Like when he wouldn't go back in the game, when he wouldn't have surgery, and he prolonged surgery during the summer to the season because they weren't paying. 3 things: the contract, not going back in the game, and not having hurt him in the last dance. Because everybody got a chance to see, like, wow, Scottie, you gave it up on your team. But then he tried to come back. Well, Mike left the team for 2 years. I mean, so it's a lot of
By the way, that's true. That's true. Scott, like MJ left the team for 20 months, and I'm bummed that he's like in a bad place about this. Like I really like the guy, and I just kind of sucks. So you think they talk again or no?
No.
Oh, this is a wrap.
No, I think it's over.
Oh man.
I think it's over. Yeah, it was. It wasn't great from the get.
Now, here are my thoughts. My first question is this. When did this relationship even begin in the first place? Now, some of you guys may think I'm being facetious here. No, I'm being serious. When was this thing ever a relationship? I think Jordan always viewed Scottie Pippen as a friend. And I think Scottie Pippen never really liked Jordan. Because Scottie's trying to make it seem as if Jordan has some type of ill will or animosity towards him. If Michael Jordan dislikes Scottie Pippen, why would Michael Jordan help induct Scottie Pippen into the Hall of Fame? Go back and look at the video of when Scottie Pippen was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Who was sitting right behind him? It was Michael Jordan. When they called when he called him up to go on the stage to give his speech, who was right behind him? Who was standing next to him the entire time? It was Michael Jordan. So if Michael Jordan had this animosity towards Scottie Pippen, why would he go up there and help him get inducted into the Hall of Fame? Every time I've heard Jordan speak about Scottie Pippen, he's always said positive things about him. There are numerous occasions in which Jordan has said, I would have never won 6 NBA championships had Scottie Pippen not been my teammate. There are even videos out there. You can go search or look for the video of NBA 2K when they asked Jordan his starting 5. Who did he put in the starting 5? The first person he mentioned, before he mentioned Hakeem, James Worthy, and these guys, he mentioned Scottie Pippen. He said, I gotta have Scottie Pippen. There's so many occasions in which Jordan has been, has said nice things about Scottie Pippen publicly. But I can point to you, and I've never really heard him say anything negative, but I can point to so many instances in which Scottie Pippen has said negative things about Jordan, to the point where Draymond Green, when they were asking him, who is his top 5 defenders of all time, he was going to include Scottie Pippen, but he said, listen, I don't like what he's doing. Right? I don't like what he's doing to fraternity and all this stuff. I can't get down with him. And Draymond Green omitted him from his top 5 defenders because of what he's been doing. So to me, I definitely agree with Charles Oakley in his comments that he thinks that this relationship is beyond repair, because who would know better? Charles Oakley, as you all know, is a very close friend, is a very close friend with Michael Jordan, right? And I think all of these facts leading up to this, leading up to where we are now, I think they're quite profound. And I think a lot of this is deeper than basketball. For you not to apologize to a teammate when his father passed, this was in the 90s, man. What did he do to you? So if I was Jordan, I'd be sitting back asking myself, so who is this guy I've been friendly with all of these years? I never knew this guy had this type of animosity towards me. And that's what Stephen A. Smith said. He said it was something that Jordan never considered until Scottie Pippen said it, until he read those comments. So to me, I agree with Charles Oakley. My question is, what do you think about what Charles Oakley had to say? And do you think that this relationship is beyond repair? What side are you on? Do you agree with Scottie or do you agree with Jordan? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wish you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.